Hey guys, it's Terran here, and for today's video, I wanted to go over what the differences between the factions are. I'm pretty sure there are a couple new guys out there who are wondering how the different factions' weapons perform, who looks the coolest, and overall, who you would just enjoy to play as. Starting off with the Terran Republic's default weapon for the light assault, the Track 5. This thing takes 7 shots to take out someone at close. When you compare that to other weapons in the game, it's actually slightly higher. And by that I mean it takes 1 or 2 more shots to take out your target on average than the other factions, and so it's not going to out damage the Vanu or the new conglomerate, but it does have a pretty high rate of fire, higher than all the other factions out there, and it also doesn't have very much kick. So if you're one of those guys that likes to just get a lot of shots down range, you're maybe not too accurate with high recoil weapons, the Terran Republic would be a good choice for you. Mind you, that is only for the light assaults. So how does the medic's default weapon compare? Well, it still takes 7 shots to kill someone up close, so the only other factors are rate of fire and kick. So how does it compare? Well, in both categories, it actually does slightly better. There's not as much kick as the light assaults, and the rate of fire is actually slightly higher. So what you're looking at is a gun that is a little more effective at long range, and a little bit more effective at close range. If you're wondering why they did this, the light assaults can get anyone on the map with their jetpack. If you were to give them the best weapon out of all the classes, then there would really be no point to use anything else. And who wouldn't want to play as a heavy? They have the most life out of all the classes, and they come with a mini shield generator, basically making them a walking juggernaut. As for their gun, they come standard with a light machine gun that also takes 7 shots to kill someone at close, and 8 at range. This gun also comes pretty average with the rest of the TR weapons, having a high rate of fire and a relatively low kick. The last class we'll be talking about is the Infiltrator. They come standard with a semi-auto sniper rifle that is a 2-shot headshot and a 3-shot body shot. TR's pistol is a 3-round burst, and as long as you're accurate, it takes about half a mag to take out someone at close range. And if you're going farther than that, it's going to be a little tricky to keep your shots aligned, especially if the target's running, or just if you're under fire and don't really have time to aim well. This personally isn't my favorite pistol. I saved up for the Emperor, which is a single shot pistol and takes about 6 shots to kill someone. This may sound like a lot, but remember, the default pistol is a 3-round burst, and sometimes it can be hard to keep all your shots aligned. This one is very much like all the other factions in the sense that it is single shot. Speaking of other factions, what about the new conglomerate? They're the freedom fighters of Planetside. They're blue, so they must be pretty appealing, right? Well, their guns are typically a little slower rate of fire and have a little bit higher kick. And the trade-off for that is that their bullets do a little bit higher damage. On average, it takes about 6 shots to kill someone at close and 7 afar, which would make these good at range, but they do have a little bit higher kick, so you're gonna have to burst fire pretty regularly. And also, their reload speed is quite fast. I don't know if they beat Vanu, but they sure do come close. Their metagun is, again, pretty similar with 6 shots to kill at close and 7 afar. But, again, same for the TR. They do have a little bit higher rate of fire and a little bit less kick, making it a little better than the light assault weapon, which is reasonable because you can't fly to rooftops and you can't basically be overpowered. The heavy assault for the new conglomerate is said to have the sniper rifle machine gun. This thing hits the hardest, taking around 6 shots, actually taking exactly 6 shots to kill someone at range, and 6 shots to kill someone close, making the distance from your target not a problem, as long as you burst fire. If you don't burst fire, you might be able to hold the front down, but the bullet spread on this thing is crazy. It goes everywhere. And also, the reload time takes the longest in the game. This can be a downside if you like to get right in the action and never stop, but other than that, this gun is pretty well rounded, as long as you burst fire. The last faction-specific weapon we're going to be talking about is the sniper rifle. Sticking with the theme of slow-firing, hard-hitting weapons, this is a bolt-action rifle, differing from the TR and Vanu in the sense that you have to pull back the bolt after every time you shoot. This could be a downside to some, but to others, since it's a 1-shot headshot and a 2-shot body shot, it's more appealing because you don't have to get 2 headshots. You're rewarded right away for getting those tricky shots off from a distance and from close. Also, their pistol is a single shot, taking 7 shots to kill someone, which is average for all the factions. The last faction offered in the game is the Vanu Sovereignty. These guys are the happy medium between the Terran Republic and the new conglomerate, Reason being is because their weapon stats fall right in between. The light assault takes 7 shots to kill someone. The medic takes 8 shots to kill someone. And the heavy takes 6. Their sniper or infiltrator is also perfectly average. Their sniper takes 2 headshots and 3 body shots. Close enough. And their pistol takes a happy medium of 7. 6 if you're close range. Neither of the weapons have too much kick, and they both relatively have a decently high rate of fire. So, if you're looking for a happy medium, if you don't like two extremes, low hitting but high rate of fire, or high rate of fire and low hitting, the Vanu Sovereignty is a perfect choice for you. A couple things I want to mention before I leave the Vanu though, is their optics. If you take a look at the reflex sight, it gives you so much peripheral vision. Since the Vanu focus mainly on alien tech, there are no guardrails or anything surrounding the red dot sight. So it just makes it a lot easier to see your surroundings and where you are. Combine this with the laser sight and you can be pretty accurate at any range. One more thing I want to mention is their reload speed. This thing is blazing fast. I believe it takes less than 1 second for all their guns except for the heavy assault. So if you're looking to get in the action and then stay in the action, the Vanu is a very good choice for you. They are personally my favorite. Also, there are vehicles in the game, but this shouldn't make too much of a difference on your final decision. Their characteristics stay pretty true to the pattern that's already there. The new conglomerate can soak up a lot of damage and deal out a lot of damage. The red are fast and maneuverable, and the Vanu are right there in between. Also, a plus for the Vanu, their main battle tank can hover, giving them a slight advantage on the battlefield because they can get to places the Terran Republic and the new conglomerate can't. Well guys, I guess that about wraps up today's video. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to leave a rate, comment, subscribe. This is Untitled Chapter, and thanks for watching.